going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today I have an extremely juicy video for you guys. Obviously, for those who don't know just yet, there's been a lot of problems going on within Season 1. PlayStation has some frame rate drops and, this, that, and the third. But of course, the team at XDefiant have been on it. Mark Rubin has been very active on social media, letting people know what's going on, keeping us up to date with the process of everything, the typical stuff that Mark Rubin always does to make sure the community, understands and sees what's going on here and we're not left in the dark. But of course, as you know, it's social media and there's just tons of people who are just absolutely coming at these devs' necks who know nothing about what they're talking about in any of these discussions. They just want to crap on the game to obviously go ahead and crap on the game, especially when it's in its current state. But guys, before we dive deep into all this crap here, if you guys do enjoy what you hear in today's video, don't forget, subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern time. And if you guys want to check out any of my live streams, I'll be live today over on Twitch between 12 to 1. And today we're actually going to be checking out some body cams. So if you guys are interested and you want to see what that game is all about, it's that new, realistic style game that has, the body cam style, visual. You guys will see when, obviously, check out the stream. But I got a link to that down in the description of this video. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, for anybody who's on PlayStation right now, lucky enough they were able to get a tiny little patch out. Not the big emergency patch just yet, but they got a little something. As you can see right here from Mark Rubin, PS5 patch. Hey all, we were able to do a quick patch for PS5 that is live now. It improves the situation for those running at 60 Hz who were having major frame spikes. This should be better, but not fully fixed. A full fix for both 60 and 120 Hz is coming next week as soon as we can get it through testing and cert. So, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead, test it out, and if you already tested it out, let me know down in the comment section what your opinion is of this new patch. I've been hearing from a lot of PlayStation players so far from my comment section personally that it has improved significantly. So, of course, I want to hear everybody else's opinion, on a fresh video where I think a lot more people probably went ahead and download this patch, know about the patch, and have some play time with the patch. So again, let me know how it is for you guys. But of course, it's not social media unless you have people coming at his neck for doing something positive for the community. One of the people actually responded with a negative post, but I can't show it because they deleted the post. I guess because they got destroyed so bad as usual. But Mark Rubin responded to this post, which was basically, about, obviously the frame rates and all that crap with PlayStation 5, saying, in game development, where you have to find the bug, fix the bug, test the bug, then send it to the first-party platforms, i.e. Sony and Microsoft, so they can test the bug, then schedule a rollout. This was lightning fast. And it's so true. I don't think anybody understands the process these guys have to go through, or guys and gals have to go through when it comes to putting these games together, It's not just as simple as snapping your fingers and it's magically in the game. They can get it done, but then they have to go through 50,000 other, places to go through the bug as well to make sure it's good to launch into the game. And they might not be working as fast as these developers. The devs working on XDefiant, they're passionate. They want to make sure things are good, right? But when it's out of their hands, it's out of their hands. The other people might not feel the same way. So, honestly, compared to other games, this has been just absolutely amazing to see how quick and responsive they are to some of these things. I mean, come on now. Have we forgot Modern Warfare 2 2022 where they wouldn't fix bugs for 4, 5, 6 months? You know what I'm saying? No, they're getting it out in a week. Tops more than half the time here. It's amazing to see. But ladies and gentlemen, as you probably already know, it does not end there. The comments keep on going. It's insane because, the developers are rushing this stuff out. They're fixing stuff so quickly. They're grinding through all holidays, putting in work, and nobody's satisfied. It's physical proof that no matter how hard you work and how active you are with people, it just doesn't matter. If something goes wrong, people are just going to throw the biggest hissy fit sometimes when it comes to, these communities. But right here is a little bit of a side conversation. This was from a previous post where Mark Rubin was talking about ranked and, the spider bot bug. And, he was responding to someone saying that the frames were getting gunked up on PlayStation 5. He said, fix incoming in an emergency patch, but still takes a day or two, and a holiday this week doesn't help. And, fast forward to now, obviously, they got a little patch in during the holiday to help out a bit. But, this was a bit in the past. This was on July 3rd. But, in response, someone said, maybe test the patches before they go out? Don't understand how someone could have missed that. I noticed it first game I was in. And then someone else said, you won't reply. He's a typical lefty. And Mark responds saying, actually, I'm right-handed. But, nobody enjoys, a little light humor. Another response saying, yeah, man, let's joke, while a large portion of your player base are unable to have a good experience playing the game. Serious question, did anyone in the team test this patch on PS5? Oh, man, and Mark Rubin just went to absolute town. He went ahead and said there was nothing to respond to. Guy said, test your game, with no clue how game development works. If you think we don't test the game with hundreds of people, then you don't know what you're talking about. If you don't understand that we have to test on dev kits in dev environments, then you don't know what you are talking about. If you don't know that no matter how much testing you do, there will always be bugs that sneak through, then you don't know what you're talking about. If you think that we are not working on a fix for PS5 as fast as we can, even though it's a holiday, then you don't know what you're talking about. So you see, I'm starting to see a pattern in what you know and what you don't know. If you don't like the game, then fine, move on. But don't disparage my team. They work their asses off just to entertain you. So show some respect. And he's absolutely preaching here, because the amount of BS I see online is absurd. And just go on Reddit. Go on the Reddit board. It's not just this conversation. You will see it so frequently. People just don't understand the process that these people have to actually go through in order to make any good changes. And for all the people that always say that, it makes no sense how this could slip through, how do bugs always get passed? Did they even test the game? I always say it. I say it every single time in my videos, that you can't compare what they're testing to the full launch of the game when millions of people are pouring in. And to go into even more detail, you have to understand, like he said in this post here, they are on dev kits, okay? They're not retail kits. It's not what any of us have here. They get it specially shipped out. Anybody who does any of that testing for them is going to be given a dev kit to work on the game. And for anyone who says, well, the dev kits suck, they're not up to date, then again, they can't pick up a real PlayStation 5 and do this. If they were to have any other kit or any other official version of the game, they would have to publicly put the update out for everyone to play. So it wouldn't be a test anymore. It would be for everyone to hop into. And, that's not the point. The point is to test it behind the scenes. It's a different environment. And you can't guarantee everything is going to transfer smoothly when you take that patch and put it over to the public. You just simply can't. And you can't play it on a PS5 kit. I have to say it again because I know everybody's just going to ignore it. You can't pick up a PS5 and test it out, because if you have a normal PS5, you're going to have to put the update out for everyone to play. And you can't have it a private update anymore. Does this all make a little bit more sense now? They test these things, but you have to understand every single time an update comes out, it's bound to happen. It's impossible for them to be able to find every single fine detail to smooth out. And I say this for every game too, even with Modern Warfare 3. I've been covering Modern Warfare 3 up a little bit as well, because they've been doing a phenomenal job, Sledgehammer Games. And I say the same thing with them. When a bunch of bugs pour into the game after an update, it's normal. It's just what just what happens. It's common knowledge that we have to understand, not just with XDefiant, but with every game out there. Now, if it's like bad, like Modern Warfare 2 2022, for example, where, they basically refused to fix anything. So it just stacked and stacked and stacked and stacked. And, more things happened and got worse instead of slowly and surely getting better. That's when it becomes an issue. They were just leaving things for months on end, not even addressing them, while other things were starting to stack on top of it, which makes more work. But in XDefiant's case and Modern Warfare 3's case, they're not too shabby when it comes to, how the developers are putting them together. So when they put out updates and stuff break, it's just a normal process. Now, the biggest deciding factor is who will continue to keep up with it, right? Who is going to be on top of it? Who's going to be pushing out those updates? Now, I don't know how Activision works, but I'll be real again, when it comes to XDefiant, they are freaking on top of it. They are getting these updates out within the week, if not less, every single time, through holidays and all. That, to me, pushes them to the top. And I just don't see a reason to keep giving them crap. Again, I'm completely in the boat of, I'm just not going to bother giving them crap until they give me a reason to do so. until they prove that they just don't care anymore. They won't respond to anybody anymore. They won't communicate anymore. Their passion isn't there anymore. They don't want a community in the mix anymore, and our opinions are irrelevant. When these things start emerging, then yeah, I have an issue. But while they keep talking to us and rushing updates out and fine-tuning things and finding middle grounds, I mean, the spotter bot's still trying to get fixed, and they have a lot of different, cool, unique concepts coming in the future. They're going to rework it. So, they listen. Hopefully the Echelon suit might be next, but we got to give them time. The game has been out for a month. We have to let them cook and see what they can do behind the scenes. But ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. We post daily here at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. Like I said earlier, if you want to go ahead and check out my live stream and see some body cam today, I'll be live between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time over on Twitch. You can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.